just say Eddie Edelman from the old sports talk show host? Is that what he was talking? Is it?
Yeah.
But he meant Julian Edelman.
Yeah, Uncle Pat doesn't know what he's doing. Hey, we're on. We're live here at Din Table Sports.
Din Table Sports.
And tonight we've got a special guest at our dinner table. We've got our normal two boys, 13-year-old and our 7-year-old, mom and dad, and our special guest, Uncle Pat's at the dinner table tonight. Uncle Pat, say hi.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to our dinner table.
It is my pleasure.
So what do we have to eat tonight? What are you excited for?
Well, you have Elio's Pizza tonight. It's like snack night down here, thanks to the Snack Shark.
Wouldn't the
over
kids
there.
love that? We are eating spaghetti with my wife's delicious sauce,
Okay.
or gravy, as they call it.
It is good, but I brought in some Elio's Pizza.
So you'd rather opt for
break out the toaster oven, right?
Yeah. So you'd rather opt for the square fake frozen pizza as opposed to my homemade delicious sauce that I slaved over a hot oven in like 98-degree temperature, cutting up the garlic and the whole thing, and you're gonna eat frozen Elio's?
Yes.
He'll dip it in the sauce. How's that?
All right. Well, I'll be interested to see what Uncle Pat's gonna add to our dinner table.
What was Brady's problem now?
What
with
isn't
ending
it
the
lately?
press conference? I don't know. I still love Brady, but he's upset about something. What was it?
So apparently,
Wait, what was that over there, Shocky? He's annoying. Brady's annoying,
Yeah,
says
all right.
Snack Shock. Sorry, go ahead.
so I guess you know his trainer guy there, his like guru.
Alex Guerrero.
Alex Guerrero. Is he a trainer? What exactly is who is Guerrero?
He's sort of a nutritionist or something, or
Something about the whole TB12 system. I don't really know what the whole system is.
He
but-
makes his diet, or tells him how to eat, when to eat, what to eat, what not to eat, and I guess I'm
So
sure
do you think he'd like what we're eating? And do you think he'd want us to pass the Parmesan?
I don't think he'd want Parmesan, but
He doesn't want tomatoes, right? So you
yeah,
wouldn't like
that's right.
this?
No tomatoes, so I don't think.
So remember, not to invite Alex Guerrero to dinner table sports because he will not eat our tomato sauce.
It's his loss. This is delicious.
So I guess Guerrero is involved in, like, Tom Brady has gotten a lot of his players involved with Guerrero. So
I think Gronk's even involved at this
Gronk,
point.
Edelman, a bunch of them, and now Edelman tested positive for a performance enhancing material, but something to do with trying to rehab back. So I guess Brady has gotten Guerrero involved with Edelman. Edelman has been suspended for 4
Much
games.
to the dismay of the coaching staff. of
Yeah.
course.
So Edelman, I guess, was suspended for 4 games, and at the preseason games, the reporters asked Tom Brady about Guerrero's involvement with Edelman's suspension, and he got all ticked off
Boy, he
and
gets
left.
sensitive when you mention Alex Guerrero.
Yeah,
Very sensitive, but maybe oversensitive.
Yeah, for a professional athlete to just kind of storm off and like end his.
Just answer the question. That's the easiest thing to do.
And I mean-
put in your 15 minutes a day, answer the questions, and
And
your
isn't that
life's
kind
a
of
whole lot
his
easier.
job? I mean, his job is partially, obviously, to play the game, but being interviewed by sports journalists is the other part. You have to answer the questions. So why? That just fuels the fire. Just getting up and leaving is fueling the fire.
Who's our wide receivers now that Edelman got suspended?
I have no idea. Any idea?
Chris Hogan.
Who's our receivers on opening day? Can you name them?
Chris Hogan. That's all I can name.
I don't know any of them.
I'm not really up to date on it.
Amendola's gone.
But he's long gone. He's done with the
Did you
Dolphins.
see him? He had like his press conference or something with the Dolphins in a Dolphins uniform, and he looked pissed. Like he looked bored, dejected. Like he did not look happy
He
to
wants
be
to
there.
be back in New England. No?
Who doesn't want to be back? As
That's
much
like-
as they all hate us.
Everybody's annoying at my family.
Oh, that was real nice. Hey, they just finished your dinner.
No dessert.
Knock it off.
Nah, there we go. You thought I was annoying before. So, yeah, he looked.
Take one out of the bowl. You don't need the whole thing.
He looked extremely annoyed.
Remember the 04 Red Sox in 05? All the players that left were regretting it. They missed each other. They wanted to bring the band back together. And
Looks
that's,
like we
I think
got another
Amendola's
band.
He's feeling a little bit of the same. He's homesick. He wants to be back with Brady in New
So,
England.
did he get traded or did he leave?
He left.
Oh, so it's his own damn fault. Thought the grass was going to be greener somewhere else and went for the money. Did he go for the money?
Well, you can't blame him. It's his payday, and the Patriots weren't going to pay him. We kind of knew that.
Yeah, but
It wasn't a big surprise.
Tom Brady takes less to be here.
I love that. Lots of athletes do that.
Yeah, sure. Sure they do. I bet.
Michael Crabtree.
Michael Crabtree?
From where is he now?
Who's Michael
He
Crabtree?
was on the Raiders.
What is? I don't know
He's
who
a
he
receiver. He was pretty good.
is. Is he for the? Does he play for the Patriots now?
Yeah, now he does.
Oh, I've never even heard of him. You didn't even know that? God, and you call
I'm
yourself
pretty
a
sure
sports
it's
fan.
him.
All right, now I've got you
I don't know.
both wondering.
We're awful. We're awful. We can't even tell you who a Patriots receiver is, and we're not sure if Michael Crabtree is even a Patriot or not. But yes, he had potential at one point. What's the problem over there, Shockey?
Oh boy, it burns.
So
Something
the
burns.
trade deadline, are the Red Sox done?
I hope so.
The pitcher today that they got from Tampa Bay, whose name
Yeah,
escapes
what's his
me
like
at the moment.
Evolve or what is it?
Aradona or something, but he pitched incredible today.
Yeah.
Excellent work today.
So he pitched today.
He pitched today. He pitched.
And where do we get him from, the Rays?
Yeah, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays.
Saturday.
No, he
No,
pitched today.
Sunday. Today. So, was he good for the Rays?
I think he was off and on. It's slightly above average, but
And why would they get rid of him? They got rid of him for one of our pitching prospects, correct?
Yeah, I wanted him to stay for the 8th inning
Why? What was up?
because he was just doing really good, and they put Matt Barnes in.
And what did he do?
He kept the shutout. And
Oh, all right.
But as
All right. So he made it through the the first 7 innings.
yeah, I mean, it would have been nice to see him go a complete game. He had very few pitches thrown. But where does Dombrowski find these guys? I wouldn't even have thought of him. And he comes up with it.
In
He makes the
Dombrowski, we
trade.
trust.
In Dombrowski, that's the new one, I guess.
But I mean, this is got twangs of 2004 and 5 Red Sox again.
Or even
like
13, especially.
it's like a bunch of ragtag nobodies except for JD Martinez. But
JD.
well, he was
What about Mookie Betts?
You're right, but he came from ball. Like he was a young player. Like he should be the MVP.
Mookie Betts is terrible right now.
All right, so now, like, are we being extreme homers saying that he should be the MVP, or
Of course not. Of course not.
But do you think that's talk around the country? Like, are other teams saying it too, or is it just us?
Well, I
because we see him all the time.
Everyone else is saying Mike Trout. Like after the home
Yeah.
run derby, Bryce Harper said Mike Trout is 100% the best player in baseball.
How? Where does he play?
Well, Trout,
Yeah.
Anaheim, Angels.
All right. I don't know. So I mean, the opposite sides of the coast.
It's-
I have no idea.
right.
Like I
It's-
don't
it's
watch him.
tough-
I've
it's-
heard of him.
It's tough to follow Trout because he's on the West Coast.
I mean,
His games are being played at 1 o'clock in the morning, but it will come down to Mookie Betts and Mike Trout. There's no question there.
and I think Trout probably has a more known name. Like I've heard of him.
not for long.
But Mookie Betts, I'm wondering if we just are leaning more towards him because we see him all the time and see his name and know him. But you can't.
Numbers don't lie.
Well, I was just gonna say they can't deny what he's been doing.
I think
mean,
Zuby Lynn's gonna win MVP.
oh, stop it. No, I think Mookie Betts. I mean, his heroics lately have been unreal.
yeah, not to mention his defensive play is incredible as well.
Yeah, he's not just a bat. He's amazing. And having him right in there with Martinez. Now he bats behind him.
They
in front
mix
of
it
him.
up. They mix it up a little bit, but Betts is usually a leadoff. But it's always nice for guys like Martinez
be
to
on
have
base.
the table setters like Benintendi and Betts to get on base.
I
in
love
front of him.
Benintendi. Do you know why I think he's so super cute?
Why is that?
Because he looks like a younger version of you. You should
There
have
we
seen
go.
Daddy when Daddy was that age. Looked just like Benintendi.
So are the Red Sox going to make another trade, or are we done?
I think we're done.
Yeah, you think
But
we're,
I don't know.
We're ready to roll.
I'm ready to go into the playoffs with who we've got. You gotta dance with the girl that brung you. They got us there. I mean, would you want to mess with a team that's 41 games over 500?
Well, in 04 they brought in Minkiewicz, and he was a huge part of why they won it.
Yeah, he stole the ball.
He does.
He still
does
has
steal the
it.
ball.
World Series winning ball, and he
It's
has
not
it.
his ball. That
It's not.
belongs to the owners of the Red Sox or somebody in Major League.
Or
I don't know how he
probably
gets to keep
Cooperstown.
that.
That's what Anthony Rizzo did when the Cubs won their World Series a couple years ago.
He made sure he got it.
Yeah, he put it right in his back pocket.
Yep, Mankiewicz did that too here. But I mean, why would you mess with a team that's 41 games over 500 right now? Like, why?
I don't think they're messing with it, but we did lose some starting pitching to injury. We're still waiting for Stephen Wright.
Oh, yeah, is he coming back?
He is.
I thought I heard his name mentioned yesterday, but
He
I
is.
wasn't sure how or why. I don't know if I'd want to add or subtract to what we've got.
Eduardo could possibly be back sometime in September.
I heard Devers got hurt.
Devers is out now, but as far as the pitching goes, you needed to add.
Really?
Yeah, just with the injuries.
But
Eduardo Rodriguez, Stephen Wright.
I don't know. I think I'd be happy going in with what we have. But what we have now, normally I'd be nervous for the dreaded Yankees because the Red Sox and the Yankees hate each other. But is it Stanton that just got hurt?
No.
Judge, same guy, right?
Aaron Judge. No, they're not the same.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same guy. They both got him over the springtime, right? Or
Well,
winter,
they picked up
like whatever it is.
J.A. Happ from the Toronto Blue Jays. Not a great pickup. Doesn't
Never heard of
scare you
him.
too much. Exactly. If you've never heard of him, then
Yeah,
it's,
and I mean, I'm not a fair weather fan, but
Right.
I'm not totally into it. But
And Betts' 13-pitch grand slam was against J.A. Happ.
oh, really?
That's Grand Slam is nothing like that.
So we had a grand against Toronto. You said?
I'm sorry.
Was it Toronto?
What was what Toronto?
Betts' grand slam.
Oh, the 13-pitch one. Okay, I thought you meant the one, the other one.
Hey, don't pay attention to your dinner. We're having a conversation here.
That's too good.
You have no idea what I'm talking about. You're going, who, what? Hmm?
I'm off today.
So that's good.
No, so anyway, Betts to me, and yeah, you're right. There is some homerism involved, but Betts to me is will end up being the MVP, especially where the Red Sox are going to finish with a much better record and probably advance a lot further in the playoffs. That's if Anaheim even makes the playoffs. If your team doesn't make the playoffs, then
But I mean, the votes are well before that, right? Doesn't it all come out?
No.
Postseason, from what I recall,
it-
postseason doesn't count.
Postseason doesn't count. But if your team doesn't make the playoffs, and
Yeah.
you're head to head or nose to nose with another player for MVP, and their team clearly makes the playoffs with a better record and a better season, then I
Yeah,
think
but
that's
are they-
supposed to
yeah, but
sway
it-
the.
Are they
the
going to
opinion
say
a little.
the better team? If you're on a team and your team makes the playoffs, it's not just because Mookie Betts is on it. They're going to say everybody else is good too. Like, what does it matter if he's on it?
Yeah, well,
right?
in the end, who really cares? We're in it
Well,
for the,
we
this
do
is
'cause we're
We're in
Boston
it for the
fans.
World Championships, not the personal.
Oh no, we want it all.
yeah.
We're Boston fans. We want the World Series and all the awards that go with it. But yeah, you want some? Have butter, bread.
No, I'm good.
Want butter on your bread?
Oh yeah, why not?
Um,
So you're set. You're ready to roll with this team.
yes. I don't want to mess with it. I'm happy with where they are. I wouldn't tinker anymore. You don't want to.
Yeah.
Like they say when you're getting dressed. What was her name? Coco Chanel always said, when you're ready to go out, take a look in the mirror, take off one accessory. You don't need it all. Take off one.
Earlier, Adam Jones and the Orioles said that he wants to stay in Baltimore.
So was there talk about him coming here?
No. I
Because
don't think
he
so.
hates Boston, right?
I wouldn't. Don't get me started on Adam Jones.
Well, did he want it? Well, I know he hates Boston because of the whole controversy.
What controversy? You mean the controversy that he made up and
Yeah.
lied about?
And isn't there proof
He's
that
a
he
liar.
didn't?
He's a piece of crap.
All right.
Sorry, don't get me going.
But isn't there
Can you
proof?
pass the cheese?
Sure, yeah. Here you go. Isn't there
No, I don't
proof-
think there was any talk of him being traded, but somebody probably asked him about it because Baltimore obviously is just jumping ship at this point. They'd probably take trade
No, but I
anybody
was
they
saying,
could.
was there proof that he made up that story?
The only proof is that nobody ever came forward and said they heard anything.
So out of 37,000 fans at Fenway Park, none of them in the day and age of having phones that can take video, high definition video, nobody got that captured.
Not
Somebody
a
saying
single
a
person.
racist statement to him.
Can you imagine sitting in the middle of the bleachers at Fenway Park and screaming a racial slur
far enough that a player can hear you.
That a player can hear you. I would fear for my life
Yep.
yelling that. You can't do that.
No.
I've been probably, as a Boston fan my whole life, I've probably been to close to 200 games between the Celtics, the Bruins, and the Red Sox. I have never, not once, heard anybody ever yell a racial
Neither
slur.
have I.
Not once. It's all false. Adam Jones knows it's false, and someday I hope he gets his. I hope somebody makes something up about him that isn't true. And shame on every single Red Sox fan that gave him a standing ovation the very next night. Shame on every one of you. Not everyone, because it wasn't a full standing ovation. Only a partial one. Not everybody stood.
Well, didn't somebody for the Red Sox organization apologize?
Yes.
On behalf of Boston
on behalf
and Boston
of
fans?
Boston fans, yes. And shame
Yeah,
on that
you
as
didn't
well.
apologize for me.
Because
I know
anybody
it
that was
didn't
at that
happen.
game that night could be the one guilty of using that slur. Any one of them could have been the one. So anyone who apologized for you is suggesting that you might be guilty.
Yeah, and I highly, highly doubt it happened.
It didn't happen. There would have been witnesses. There would have
Yeah.
been people standing out. Yes, I was there. Yes, he got thrown out. Yes, people were yelling at him and telling him to shut up. It didn't happen. And
Yeah.
not only that, Kurt Schilling chimed in. I know this is old news. Schilling also said that there was a point in Adam Jones' career where he's pulled the same crap before.
Really?
Yes. I don't know the details, but he's always looked for
Trouble
attention in
and
that way, yes.
race card.
He's lying. Everybody knows
Seriously.
he's lying, and it bothers me that no one's calling him out on it because everybody's too afraid to call him out
Yeah,
on it. 'Cause
why
it's
did the-
It's a touchy subject, and no one wants to call him out.
So no reporter or sports show except for us is calling
Right.
him out.
I'm calling him out.
Way to go.
No, Kirk and Callahan called him out as well.
At Din Table Sports, we're calling him out. We've got the cojones. We've got the meatballs to call him out
Come
when we're having
on.
spaghetti dinner. What
I want the bigger meatball.
All right, knock
Oh.
that off.
are you gonna? How about if I cut it in half and you share it?
No,
No!
He's fine. He's fine.
Oh, Lord. If anybody out there can tweet me a good recipe for meatballs, that would be great.
Anybody out there can tweet us and think that you actually believe Adam Jones's ridiculous accusation against Boston fans can tweet it in, because I know there's anybody who actually believes him is lying, and that's my opinion on that. But anyways, moving on. Patriots minicamp. I believe the only player that hasn't reported, but I think it's just due to an injury or he's on the PUP list, is the other receiver.
I have no idea who any of them are now. Once we had Lawyer Malloy and Ty Law being the same person to me. They're all the same person. I don't know. So.
For the most part, the Patriots are healthy. Sorry, the name escaped me. Yeah, it's
Malcolm Mitchell.
yes, thank you, Malcolm Mitchell. I think he's
So wait, Malcolm Mitchell, Mitch Moreland, and give me another one that I'm going to confuse. I'm going to get No, wasn't there a Celtics one with two M's?
Malcolm Butler,
Marcus Morris.
Marcus Morris.
So
I know,
Marcus.
but we're just talking about the
Marcus
names.
Morris, Malcolm. What is it? Oh, Penny. Jeez. So Marcus Mitchell,
No, Marcus Morris,
Marcus Morris,
Malcolm Mitchell,
Malcolm Mitchell.
Malcolm Butler,
no, not Malcolm Butler. Mitch Moreland.
Mitch Moreland.
Mitch Moreland. Marcus Mitchell.
Marcus Mitchell.
Who's Marcus Mitchell?
He he plays for the Revolution.
He plays for the
Who knows?
Boston cricket team.
He could play. Who knows? So who are who are my
know
three?
we had a cricket team, but
Who are the three? Marcus
Marcus Morris, Malcolm Mitchell, and
and
Mitch
Mitch Moreland.
Moreland.
So there's Mitches, Morelands, and Morrises.
And Morris's, yeah.
My head's spinning. Lucky. All I know is I want to say thank you to Courtney Cox from NESN for following us. Thank you, Courtney.
thank you, Courtney.
Hey, thank Courtney.
Thank you, Courtney.
And Courtney, you are welcome anytime to come and sit and have dinner with us at our dinner table. You can even pick the menu that night. So come on over and you can sit at the head of the
And
table.
I highly recommend the steak.
I think we should all bow our heads for a moment of silence for the passing of a true sports icon, Nikolai Volkoff.
All right. Uncle Pat, the
wrestling guy?
only sports related, and I'm using the term sports loosely.
Oh,
when
no,
it comes
it's
to
a,
Uncle Pat, it's his wrestling, his WWE fake wrestling. That's Pat's knowledge of sports, is WWE wrestling. He's got his Iron Sheik and Nikolai Voltage.
Volkoff.
Nikolai Voltage.
Could you sing the
Russian national?
Yes,
I was
please.
gonna. You know, it just I noticed in here.
Oh, no, we're not out of time.
Oh, okay. All right,
We
fine.
got a minute here.
I'll sing it. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Nikolai
Nikolai Volkoff, ladies and gentlemen. Rest in peace.
Donald Trump, this is for you, Putin.
He's on the lane.
This
He's
is not a
on the
political show.
door.
Please.
And then the Sheik would take the microphone.
The Sheik.
Iran, number one. Russia, number one. America, ha, poo.
I think that's gonna wrap it up.
All
I
right.
think we're gonna call this a call it a wrap. Here.
Yeah, I think so. Can you guys grab your
What's for
dishes?
dessert?
Actually, I've got something just as American as apple pie. Apple pie. Boys, dishes to the sink. Let's go.